After a week of sleeping and tossing and turning all night last night because I know I'm alone today, waking up as a rock is fucking horrible. So wake up. I need you to talk to me.
Uh, hello?
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
Hey. So how was
Oh,
your sleep?
well, I mean, I'm a rock, so that's pretty much all I do. It's pretty nice. How's your sleep?
Well, I couldn't fall back asleep because I woke up today because I was so sad I was lonely.
But I'm always,
But,
I'm always here.
well, yeah, but I mean, you know me. I don't like to interrupt your sleep. But in terms of, sorry, I got a little cold, coming down with the rock
Wait, wait,
flu.
wait, what's today? Did you,
Today
if
is Valentine's Day.
you woke me up on Valentine's Day?
What did
It,
you have
it,
plans going on? You were gonna fucking sleep.
well, it's not mine plans per se. It was just, I was asking, hey, you woke me up on Valentine's Day.
Well, now you get to be sad with me. We can be sad together.
I got nothing. I got no money.
Valentine's Day is about pairs, and this is a pair of me and you. Just sitting here being a fucking rock.
That's nice. I like that. Nice.
Yeah, we can just be buddies, man.
Two lonely men. I mean, if you look back in the rock cavern, that looks like a nice.
Men.
This looks like
What the hell is a
nice.
man?
Look at that rock slit back there. That's a nice little rock
Oh.
slit going on.
Oh.
That's right, guys.
You know how long? You know how long it's been since I've got rock hard? I'm always rock hard, so.
We've been rock hard since like 100 million years ago. We've been rock hard. We were solid. We were like flowing liquid metal, but now we're rock or lava. What are we? Are we dinosaur
We're
poop?
just rocks.
Regardless, today is a Valentine's Day special. It's insane. Cupid
I don't know if
shot
you call it
us.
special. We're pretty fucking alone.
We are alone, but we have each other. And we also have everyone at home listening. Thank you guys if you're at your home, in your car, on your way to work, breaking up.
Speaking of that, I think that's a good way to transition into our next position.
Oh.
But it appears that our rock talks have been gaining some traction out there, you know what I'm saying? Putting some gravel out there for people to walk on. We've been getting some views, some very interested people that want to see some rocks talk.
Oh.
So, in terms of the Valentine's Day and the Valentine's Day that we are alone on, we have a bunch of viewers that sent stuff in that we are going to go over together and debate and see if they are in the wrong or the right. Welcome to Rock Talk. I am Dranger King, not your host, but I do have the most because I have crew.
He is a host. He is also a host. But I am crew.
It was for the bit.
Hello.
All right. What is this? 145,000 years we're going on now? Pretty young for a rock. How old are you, crew?
I forget. I kind of forget. Once I saw the Ice Age, I was like, all right, there's no point in me keeping track of what's happening anymore. And that meteor
That's
came
true.
and kind of ruined.
Well,
time.
that meteor was what caused the Ice Age, bro. It hit into the ocean and caused the flooding, and all the flooding on Earth, which is, it's still receding in front of us, but all the flooding on Earth froze because the meteor had knocked us off of a trajectory a little bit. So all of Earth froze.
Now, do you actually have things from fans that you were talking about? Where's that at?
Yes. Let's get right into it. So, this fan wants to know if they are the asshole. I won't lie to you. This fan is on Reddit. I don't know. Don't ask how I got Reddit. Keep your mouth shut. I'm going to keep my secrets. You keep yours. I won't snitch on you. You don't snitch on me. All right? So, this specific fan is she's having a rough time. She's having a debate with herself. And she says, so I, 29, female, very young, very, very young.
29 is
am
young.
the oldest of two siblings. A brother who is 28 years old, and a sister who I will call Emma, who is also 21. For the sake of the post. Oh, okay. Hang on. I read that wrong. A sister who I will call Emma, who is also 21. For the sake of the post. I'm extremely protective towards my siblings due to our childhood. Workaholic. So sorry. I had a couple pebbles come up there. My siblings due to our childhood. In parentheses, workaholic parents that were never there. When me and my 30-year-old husband met 7 years ago, I explained that I'm basically their mother, and when they need me, I will drop everything I'm doing to go with them. Even before we got married, I made him promise promise me to that he accepted my loyalty with my siblings will always come first. That one was a bit hard to read. We might want to check on Godzilla.
Okay.
Recently, my sister did something stupid which caused her childhood sweetheart, whom she'd been with since she was 15, to ghost her. Since the 9th of February, she's been staying at our home, and I've been helping her deal with the first heartbreak, which she's been taking bad. Think Bella New Moon bad. I gotta tell you, I don't know who Bella is. I do know what a new moon is. But why is that bad to Bella?
I think they're talking Twilight. I think it's Twilight.
What's the only twilight I know is in the wee hours of 12 a.m. to, I don't know, 7 a.m.?
That's the Twilight hours. Seems right.
Yep. So Twilight, I have no idea what that could be referring to. I'm just a rock. Of course, Valentine's Day being so close, it was going to be harder for her. Wah. Cry me a river of tears. Anyway, that was my personal opinion. You can imagine my anger when my husband decorated our bedroom and got me an over-the-top gift basket with extremely expensive makeup/skincare. I don't know, did he make a stupid mistake trying to mean well, or did he set out to prove a point as he's been a bit of a crab towards my sister? First of all, rude as fuck. I won't even lie. That man went out of his way to just show you that he cares about you on Valentine's Day. And on top of that, most girls can't even get flowers from a guy on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's
kind of ungrateful.
Like, you gotta be. It's not only up to the man to literally give flowers to the female. Like, it's up to the female to take up a couple steps here. It's not
yeah, I will agree with that. We want equality in this shit. We want to feel special too, as we're both male rocks.
Yes, both male rocks out here. Just because we're
that
hard
also
don't mean we don't have a soft inside.
But that is a men problem that's starting to be explored more the more open people are being. We are an earlier generation, so our upbringing is more of like we were taught that men had kind of have to be men, I guess. Like that's all it really is, you know?
Yeah.
Like big burly, like manly shit, you know? So we're starting to explore the other side of that.
But you bury it, you know? You want, oh man, I wish I could have a hug. No, you bury that. And
exactly.
You form it until you become a rock. And that
exactly.
Only when you become a rock can now you unharden from the outside in and show the world who you are.
With extreme pressure and heat.
That's how we become diamonds.
Yes, sir. All right, so as he's been a bit of a crab towards my sister, that's where we ended off. He hasn't shown her any pity, nor does he support me, treating her like an innocent baby. Oh.
Am I able to see this story?
Yeah, I can.
It's
give me one sec. Let me.
It's a pretty long story.
Let me help you out here.
Pretty long question.
I'm also like.
You picked the longest.
I'm reading it. I'm reading it dramatically as well, so that makes it extra longer.
Okay, all right, I feel that. I like it.
Okay.
I just want to read long.
So, on Valentine's Day, he called me and said, "Get ready." He was taking me out to surprise me. I honestly was needing a breakout, and I was glad we weren't fighting anymore. why were y'all fighting in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you count him decorating the bedroom as you fighting, then what the fuck? Anyway, and what like so all of a sudden now it's okay to celebrate Valentine's Day with him? I'm confused. You were pissed off he decorated the bedroom, but you're totally fine with the fancy dinner? Where do you draw the line?
I
So,
can't draw. I don't have arms.
not you, the viewer.
Oh, okay. And this is our
So-
viewer, apparently. This is one of our viewers.
While I was getting ready, my sister
like a-
entered the room
Like
and had a
great fan.
breakdown, which ended in a panic attack. She was still crying in my arms when my husband entered our room, dressed in a suit. I just mouthed, sorry, and he threw down the roses, screaming, fuck it. I can't take this shit anymore. He came back home around 3 a.m. and slept on the floor of our bedroom. First of all, dramatic as fuck with that one.
Yeah, you could just sleep
Even-
in bed.
Yeah, or even sleep on a couch.
Yeah.
Like, sleeping on the floor is you begging to get attention.
Yeah. That is
By
true.
his own wishes. Yeah, we know it's by his own wishes. Because no one would willingly sleep on the floor unironically.
I'm
I mean,
forced
except
to sleep
for
on
us.
the
We're
floor.
always on the
Who's-
floor.
Yeah, we're rocks. This is our bed and our bathroom and our tanning spot.
Since then, he hasn't spoken to me. My brother has told me I was in the right as family comes first, but my friends are on my husband's side. Huh. What do you think, crew? Do you think she's in the right here, or do you think she's in the wrong?
I think that our reach is reaching the wrong type of people.
All right, I was lying to you. These aren't actual viewers.
okay.
These are just Valentine's Day stories.
Okay. Well, by that, yeah, she is definitely all in the wrong. I feel like the husband there is trying multiple times. And he's as a rock, I've been alone practically my whole life. So I only came here because I washed up. I got washed up on the sea. I got put on this little island. I don't know what it was. This a peninsula? I don't know where we are. But
We're just gonna call it an island.
yeah, we're on Rock Island,
Huh?
and it's
Me?
pretty nice. It's a pretty nice.
Just hanging around.
On rocks since we've been here through history. Okay, there's a couple things of history that I would like to talk about. I don't know about that lady. That lady sounds crazy. I feel bad for the dude. I hope he finds the love of his life. I don't know if they're still together.
So is she the asshole?
I would assume yes. Yeah, I would assume that she is.
I would also agree with you. I
Yeah.
agree she's the asshole because, like, bro, come
That's
on.
a lot.
That's your
No.
husband. Family comes first. That's your husband. That's your
Yeah.
family too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be family, but people.
You share the same last name.
The saying of it is, blood is thicker than water. And then there's a full quote. Let me look up the full meaning here. Blood is thicker than water. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So, the people that you see as family, if they're family or not, are the people that you should be holding close. And then this chick was just not the same. What do you think? What do you think, Titan? I see Titan's out there. He's writing stuff.
See, I think like I understand the whole family thing, like you want to be protective of your siblings, but kind of like the entire purpose of your life is to grow up and spread off of your family so you can continue to grow your family. No one wants a fucking mother to another person as a wife,
Yeah.
unless it's your own kids. Because why get married if you're more protective of your siblings than your husband? Because your argument that family that family comes first is invalid when you married a man to become his family.
They throw that out the window. That's all gone at that point.
Blood is thicker than water, but
The
you chose
blood,
to accept this man as family. You're an asshole.
yeah. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So she chose that as family, and yet she also turns her back. It's very messed up. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard to even find family that actually care. You know, we all get dealt the cards of life, and in that, the family is a main factor. You know what I mean? Like, it helps raise you to become who you are, and with the proper guidance, great things can occur. But I think the lady's crazy.
I will say the husband is over dramatic, but the lady is definitely the asshole.
What's another one? Here's what another one.
All right, so these are
Maybe a little
worst
shorter.
worst dates ever or people have ever been on. This
Okay.
This one's way shorter. All right, so it wasn't a so his name is Individual.
Okay.
Also, I want to touch back on that lady's story real fast.
Okay.
She said she was going to refer to her sister as Emma for the sake of the story, but literally only said Emma once, and that was when she was telling us that she was going to refer to her as Emma. So, like,
Nice.
you need a higher IQ, lady. Anyway,
Burn.
so this is Individual, and he says, it wasn't a bad date for me, but I was there to witness her worst date. We went to... What? Can we take a pause on that intro of a fucking sentence here?
What, did they go to, like, a strip club or something?
It wasn't a bad date for me, but I was there to witness her worst date.
Wasn't a bad date for me. So maybe she was on a date with somebody else. And
That's
it
what
was
I'm
bad,
thinking.
and then he swooped in, and it became a good date.
That's weird. That's still weird. Like,
Oh yeah, she for the
kind of
streets.
noticed you. Anyway,
She for the streets for sure.
so they went to a botanical garden and were having a good time when suddenly one of her heels breaks off. First of all, he spelt heel wrong.
How do you spell it?
I mean, Heal.
Okay, he's healing.
You need another e in there, buddy. Anyway, her heel breaks off. No problem. I take it and
like
straighten the nail and bang it back so it's at least walkable.
This turned into us like
Roasting people.
this turned into us talking about Valentine stories, and now you're just roasting the people. I can't see the story, so I'm just going off of what you're saying. You're like, learn how to spell, loser. No wonder she left you.
Wait, you can't see my screen?
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I've been sharing my screen.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked at it. You said here, and then didn't say anything else after you said here. So I just kind of thought you like forgot.
No, it's been sharing this entire time.
Oh my god. All right, let's see it. Let's see this. I'm here now. That's so
Okay,
funny.
okay. We're reading this one right here. So, her heel breaks off.
I hate
Like,
you.
bro.
Bro, didn't you think, like, why does he ask me how it's spelled? I didn't see it.
Okay,
Oh,
so I take it and straighten the nail and bang it back so it's at least walkable. Not even 10 minutes later, the clasp on her handbag breaks, and all of her contents spill out of her bag. I'm handy, but I wasn't able to fix that clasp. She basically had to football carry it the rest of the time. First of all, disrespectful as fuck and based. You didn't carry it for her?
What's he gonna do? Like, I mean, wrap it. I guess he could wrap it in his jacket or something.
Dog, you can't even tell me. 100% we would have a pocket to fit it.
Depending on how much stuff she has in the purse.
That's true. But like purses aren't that big anymore.
Some, all right. Some
Some
are
can be
still.
massive, yeah, but those are
My
like
sis- my
totes.
sis-
Those are called totes.
my sister still walks around with the big purse, so
Huh.
there are people that do it.
Okay.
Continue.
So she basically had to carry football carry it the rest of the time. So we're laughing about the tough luck she has, and something small hits on the top of her head. Oh no.
So, all right,
There
real
was
quick, I would not date this chick. I want to let that be known to everyone out there on the podcast that
You'd never be able to take her to the casino.
well, she's just bad luck. Like, and I'm a
That's what I'm
firm
saying.
believer in like the energy. No, like not crystals, but just like the energy. And this girl obviously is not having the best of luck. Maybe we'd go on a second
Fucking
date.
hate crystals, bro. They always act like they're so much better than us.
Maybe we'd go on like a second date or a third date to see if like it sticks. But that's a lot of like bad luck. That's either God like, hey, this is no, or something's going on.
Still
Continue.
pissed off about those crystals.
It's okay. It's all right, bro. That's I know she.
They're
cheated
so
on you.
disrespectful, bro. They're so disrespectful.
I know she cheated on you in college. It's all right. Forget about her. Forget about her.
Massive disrespect.
we're
It's the
we're,
entire reason I dropped out of becoming a doctor.
we're rocks. They're crystals.
After
We're not
1
meant to
year
be.
in.
We're not meant to be together, bro. We're rocks. We're not crystals.
All right, all right. So we were and something small hits on the top of her head. There was an elevated Japanese garden next to the path we were walking. So we thought a little kid was throwing tiny pebbles. No fucking way. There's no fucking way you were just like, yeah, something hit the top of my head. It's gotta be some
Child.
kid just throwing pebbles.
She's like a what? Is she 80? Is she a 20-year-old inside inside an 80-year-old? She got a 80-year-old mind, 20-year-old body.
So we thought a little kid was throwing pebbles. We ran up to catch the kid.
Okay, so
First
you
of
saw
all-
the kid. Did you see the kid?
Yeah, like what? But as we were running, I see the top of her head and realize it's not a pebble, but a bird shit on her head. I didn't want to alarm her, so I didn't tell her, but it, bro, no way. No way
Yeah.
did you see it and just like not say anything.
Yeah, that's really bad on his part.
Like in her eyes, like this fucking kid threw a pebble at her and she was about to say something to his parents and get him in so much trouble. Or embarrass herself because she's gonna open the door and there's gonna be bird shit on her head.
Or you run away because you probably drove. You probably drove there. So you leave.
And I didn't want to alarm her, so I didn't tell her about it and told her to stop and come over here. I grabbed a leaf and wiped the crap off of her head the best I could. She realized what it was and was mortified. Come on, dude. It's bird poop. It's everywhere. I get it's gross, but mortified? Really?
Yeah, that's a strong word. But if bird shit landed in my hair and I was on a date, I would either think A, this solidifies us being together, or we're gonna never talk again. So I would be pretty stunned. I'd be like, oh no. Because right there, that's the deciding factor is what's this person gonna do? Are they gonna help me clean it up? Are we laughing? Are they running away? What are they doing here?
This dude's in the wrong, though, bro. He should have helped her clean it up.
Well, yeah, you should have helped her.
I mean, he grabbed the leaf and tried to clean it up, but it's like, bro,
Yeah.
I would have been like, all right, let's get you somewhere where we can get water and wash your hair.
Well, I'd imagine you want to get the majority of it out.
Well,
So,
yeah,
like,
but at the same time, like, she's going to be thinking, oh, there's still shit on my head, just less shit on my head. So it's
yeah.
just sitting there and seeping in. And I
Yeah,
don't want her
would
to
you
feel
want-
embarrassed and self-conscious about that shit.
Would you want more shit on your head though while it's seeping, or less shit on your head? Because either way, it's seeping.
But you also got to think like this is a woman. Like she's gonna be fucking self-conscious. She's gonna be thinking everyone's looking at her.
I think everyone's self-conscious.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So what's the rest of it say here?
I couldn't help but basically laugh in her face, bro.
Nice.
This dude's face is fuck. This dude's a Chad. I want to be
Yeah.
him when I grow up.
I wish, yeah, it's like we're not adult. I wish I could be this guy when I turn back into a human. If I ever do. Being a rock is crazy.
I wasn't laughing at her, but it was so hilarious that I couldn't contain myself.
Right, as you should.
Doug, I would have been laughing as soon as I saw it was bird shit.
Yeah. Especially
I'm
because
not
of the
gonna lie to you.
situation. Like you're yelling
Like,
at a
yeah.
kid, and there's bird shit on your head, and you thought it was the
Like her
kid.
fucking heel broke, her
Purse
fucking
broke.
purse broke, and then you look over and there's just bird shit in her head. Bro, I would have died laughing.
Yeah.
I would have been laughing the entire way to get her to somewhere that could clean her up. I'd be laughing while I was cleaning her up. Sorry, another pebble.
This dude's got a fucking belly full of rocks.
That one actually hurt.
So what? They reassured her that everything was all right, and sometimes shit happens.
Yeah. Yep. I went on another date with her the next week, but she was so shy and embarrassed that we didn't meet again. Damn, bro.
That's yeah.
Imagine
dude, that's
having
what
the
happens.
confidence to meet up with the same guy again
Yeah.
and then being
I
like,
was-
sorry, I'm just too embarrassed about what happened.
I was waiting to hear if the string of bad lucks continued, but I guess the bad luck is that they didn't meet again, so it must have continued.
I guess so. Let's get to the next one.
Yeah, no, she's in the wrong. She's in the wrong.
Well, this one's just their like worst dates. You know, this
Oh,
isn't like
oh,
am
these
I the
are-
asshole?
Oh, okay.
But we can still say who the asshole is. Like that's our opinion.
Oh
All right,
my god.
We're moving
Happy
on to
Valentine's Day,
Rizaka.
everyone. All right.
So, yeah, remember the Valentine's Day theme. That's why we're doing worst dates.
Right. Right.
Rizaka says, not exactly a date, but freshman year of high school, a girl I had a huge crush on. Oh, this is a man. Okay. I was calling him a woman because that sounds like a very feminine name.
I like how you said that
Rizaka.
we're doing Valentine's dates. So you're like, this is not a date.
Well, this is his opinion of what it is because he says it's not exactly a date. But to
Right.
us, it could seem like we could determine if it's a date or not.
Okay.
So, freshman year of high school, a girl I had a huge crush on agreed to go to the winter ball with me. Basically, semi-formal dance in winter.
Right. Right.
Thanks for the explanation.
Some people don't know. Some people don't have those. Some people don't have semi-formals.
Everyone's heard of a ball, though.
Yeah, I guess. I've seen semi-pro.
So, yeah, exactly. So, we walk inside. She immediately ditches me and even tells me she only went with me for the free ticket.
Damn.
Um,
Damn. Damn, dude. Oh man.
That
wow.
escalated quickly.
That
Oh,
escalated
that's-
so quickly, bro.
That's
That
so
actually-
sad.
Something like that actually I think happened to me one time. I think I had a suppressed memory.
Dog, that for
Like
sure
that.
happened to me.
Like that saying that just like unlocked a vault that was hidden behind a bookcase. Of
That
just like,
for sure happened to me. I actually
Of-
talk about it in our last episode.
Oh my god, check it out. Rock Talk episode 2. And it's literally like I went to, it was prom, and I asked her to go with me, and she only went with me because she had nobody else to go with. Oh
That's
my
fucking
gosh.
horrible.
It was a terrible
Mine, it
night.
was mine. I didn't even go to the prom. Like she took both tickets and then took her cousin.
Yeah, I remember you talking.
It's insane,
Oh,
bro.
what is up with these women?
And I fucking
Yo.
simped for her after.
Oh my
so
god,
stupid.
dude. Yeah, we were.
Anyway.
Yeah, we simped. We simped. They treated us
Anyway.
wrong, and we still simped. Titan
So
says
they
that
were
he
like-
did that to someone before. Titan, you get out of here. 5-minute timeout for Titan.
Toxic as fuck.
5-minute
So anyway,
timeout.
These tickets were like $35 each. This is
Right.
fucking high school, bro.
Right, which is
That's
a
fucking
lot.
$70.
Yeah.
that you somehow have to get access to.
Right. It's a lot of lawn mowing, let me tell you.
On top of that, you're getting a fucking suit. Anyway.
And you gotta buy the flour.
The fucking haircut.
The rent the suit.
Dinner. You gotta pay for fucking dinner.
If you go to dinner, some dances bring dinner. Semi-formals aren't really dinner, but yeah.
All right. So these were like $35 a ticket, and he had 2 of them.
Right.
But
70.
He used one for himself. So I guess it was just $35 he lost out on, unless he didn't plan on going. And proceeds to start making out with a random senior. She never met from a neighboring school who came as someone else's date. Brother!
Oh my god, bro. We need a For the Streets soundbite, bro. We need a For the Streets. She is for the streets.
Hang on. It's not done.
Oh, it's
Joke's on her, though.
Okay.
Brother, I know you're fucking hurting right now. I know this shit hurts, and you're trying to play it cool.
He's like,
you don't have to play it cool, brother. You don't have to play it cool.
Joke's on her.
I know that shit hurt.
Joke's on her. The gum I gave her, actually, I stuck it between my butt cheeks and wrapped it back in the wrapper.
The reason I know it hurt, is because if it didn't, you wouldn't remember it.
Oh. Wait, what?
Like, the reason I know it hurt is because if it didn't, he would not remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, you normally remember trauma.
We all have a hurt story like that. We all have a hurt story like that.
I actually suppressed all my trauma, so my memory is like wiped. Like, I forgot about that.
Factory reset?
I factory reset my brain because there's so much trauma. I'm just like, I don't even want to remember. Let me start over.
Joke's on her, though. All of her friends realized what a jerk she was, and I got slow dances with all 6 of them. Big thing for a nerdy freshman, especially since most of them were hotter than her and way out of my league. Yeah, and my 3 weed-smoking girlfriends.
This ain't a win for this man. This ain't a win. One time at one of my semi-formals, I danced all right, let me say here. The semi-formals for school dances, like the homecomings and stuff, turns every single chick into a dancing whore for some reason. Like, even the popular girls that like don't do anything, they're grinding. They're bending over wanting to grind for some. I don't know why it's like that. And then that like one
because they're all drunk.
You can't drink at semi-formal as high schoolers.
No, but they drank before.
That's true. Yeah, we did used to sneak in alcohol and stuff. That is true. And basically, the semi-formal is I danced with all the popular chicks because I didn't have a date. And I was dancing with them. And then we would go back to school, right? And they would pretend like they didn't even know me. Like, it was just like, who is this guy? Oh, Carl? Okay.
Bitch, you took your ass on me.
Yeah, dude. It happened. Like, it was insane. I was so shocked as a high schooler. I was like, we all danced. I danced with 4 of you at this dance. You made
me splurge on my jacks.
None of you.
They're called jacks because they're jean slacks.
None of you remember. Oh, okay. Mr. Titan wants me to read his message because he's not a monster. He wants me to clarify. It was a sort of revenge thing. Did it to somebody else, so they paid for 2 tickets, and I just gave it to my friend.
Hey, Titan, you know what? How about this?
Go
ahead and type the entire thing out, the entire story, and we'll read it on live.
Yeah. Type your story, and we'll read it on live. Yeah, well, basically what he said. She got pregnant. What? Yeah, type your story.
Yeah, we got to hear this now.
Yeah, write it out.
While we finish this one.
We'll finish this one, and we'll read your story. Hell
so,
yeah. And if anyone else
way out of my league because they felt so bad for me, bro. That's not a flex.
That's not a flex. Yeah.
That's not a flex.
You're not flexing.
Don't say because they felt so bad for me. That makes it worse.
When I went to school on Monday and I tried talking to each one of those girls and they all pretended like they just ignored me. Like, it was as simple as like, hey, how's it going? And then they wanted nothing else to do with me. That
I hung out.
that's how I feel with how this dude feels when he's like, all good though. They danced with me. That's how like I
This
feel
is
like we
like
both feel it.
this is like that meme with the dog wearing the Daredevil mask, and then you hear Evan Sense in the background, and it's just like, how can you see into my eyes? You know what I'm talking about?
Did it, yeah. Open door.
All right, so he said, I hung out with them through the night and never regret what happened. Why the fuck would you regret what happened?
Yeah, I mean, just live and
Worst
learn, bud.
experience at first, but the night ended very well.
Look, bud, unless you smashed one of her friends, you dancing with them is nothing to brag about.
Yeah, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of embarrassing.
Pics give
Not
out
even
pity
Batman would
dances.
get that information out of me.
Yeah.
Not even man would get that information out of me. That's how sad that is.
So, though the girl is in the wrong 100%, I feel like this dude did not learn a damn
So the
thing.
girl's in the wrong, but this dude's like cringe.
Yeah, he seems like the simp, you know. He's like, "Hey, that girl didn't like me, but this girl can like me. Maybe I can buy her
Also,
something nice."
I just want our audience to know that, like, since this is our third episode, we're starting to get more comfortable. And I want to be honest with you, we're not going to hold any punches back. Except for maybe, like, current events that would offend people.
When did we hold punches
But, like,
back?
no, I'm just letting the viewers know because we haven't gotten this out there yet. Like, we're just increasing. We're increasing the pressure to become diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say whatever anyway, because this is an open talking place.
That's true. That's true. All right. Next one. This one doesn't
Okay.
have a name, but we're gonna call him D since his name is deleted.
Right. That's how bad this
it-
story was.
Is this a yeah, maybe this is a guy? So we don't actually know if this is a guy or girl,
Okay.
but we're just gonna assume the latter, that it's a guy. It was our second date, and we were out to have a nice romantic dinner. Right before the food comes, some guy approaches the table and says, "Who the fuck is this?" Turns out, she didn't tell me that she had a boyfriend who had been sitting at the bar. I apologized to the guy and left her with the bill. However, I went up to the bar and I will pay his tab. Look, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't even.
Kind of a bitch move.
I don't understand how. The second date, and they're at the restaurant having a romantic dinner, meaning they have to be sitting there for a.
Oh,
like,
she's cheating on him, bro.
Yeah, she's cheating on him with him being there, and they're.
That's odd. Like,
how
why
are
the
they-
fuck would you go to a bar where your fucking significant other frequents?
How like, I had to be in spite. The dude had to be like cheating on her, or she thought he was cheating with girls at the bar or something.
That's
Which bars are
also.
like low life? Like, come on.
I'm also just gonna say, like, kind of a bitch move to pay for his food.
How can you have a romantic
Um,
dinner at a bar?
He Oh, he was at the bar of the fucking restaurant, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so
But
okay, so
that's-
she was cheating on him. I immediately regret my statement. Actually, actually, no, I don't. No, don't pay the bill for him. Like, what? That makes no sense.
Yeah, just leave.
I get that, like, you're trying to,
maybe like just if you
Be
feel
nice.
bad,
but like, don't fucking feel bad because it's not your fault. He knows it's not your
I-
fault.
but
He's not gonna pay your bill.
This is a bad. This ain't a Valentine story, but this is a bad relation type story. It was my birthday, right? I invited all my friends over. I invited this girl that I was talking to over, and
Oh, hell yeah.
we were all having a good time, you know, playing pong, listening to music in the garage. And one of my buddies decided, hey, you know, as a birthday present to this guy, I'm gonna take the girl that he brought over. And he
That's
starts
not a buddy.
and he starts talking to her, and I go up to him, I'm like, hey man, I was like, why are you getting so close with her? I was like, you know, me and her are like kind of talking here. And he's like, oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I get up to go use the bathroom, right? We're about to all watch a movie. I get up to go use the bathroom. I come back. He's sitting right where I was sitting. He swooped my spot as soon as I got up. He's like laying up on her, talking to her. I'm like, whoa. I was like, what's happening here? I asked the chick to leave because I'm like, he's my buddy. I can deal with it later. But she's a chick that I just started talking to, so I really don't want to cast out my buddy for this chick I just met. So I ask her to leave. He starts running out after, like, hey, you don't gotta leave, you can stay. I'm like, dude, I don't think you remember whose birthday this is. Like, I invited you over here to my house, and this is like how you were like treating me. Like, this is so crazy. Literally, he's apologizing to me. She leaves. He's apologizing to me. We go. He's like, let's go to the bar. Let's get some shots. Let's go to the bar. Let's get some shots. I'm like, okay. We go to the bar. He buys me all these shots and stuff, and he's apologizing, saying that he can't believe he did that. Like, he knows it. Like, I was talking to her, and it's my birthday, and it's all messed up. He leaves. I messaged her the next day, like, hey, sorry about all that. I don't know why my friend was all over you. And I was like, there's this other party going on if you want to come. She's like, sorry, I kind of already have plans. I was like, oh, okay, no worries. I go to the party. He's there with her. He hit her up. He left from hanging out with me to messaging her on Facebook, and then them hanging out, and then him taking her to the party that I was going to the next day. That is bad. Bars, bad. Friends, bad. Chick, bad.
Yeah, no, Doug, that wasn't buddy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if that were me and I saw that going on, or if that were happening to me, I would have asked the dude to leave. Cause, like, I mean, yeah, he's your bro, but like at the same time, like, he's already crossed a boundary twice.
Right.
No need to let him do it again. He's
Well,
the one that's in the wrong.
Well, as an extension onto that, that actually is what was the ending driving wedge of like me and a friendship with a lot of people, because in their minds, the chick was just a hoe, and it shouldn't have mattered that he took her. But I was like, I try to tell people, like, it's not about the chick, it's about the friend. Like, he's willing to do that to me on my birthday. What do you think is like gonna happen? Like, that's crazy. So I kind of just stepped away. I kind of took it as a red flag from a lot of people that.
Yeah, dude, that's actually fucking crazy. That like everyone just like, oh, she's just a hoe. Like, yeah, what if she is? But I'm talking to her right now. She's not. It's not like she's talking to anyone else.
Like, it blew my mind. Like, that's the Valentine's Day deep dish right there. You trust?
Yeah, fuck that.
You trust the females?
Fuck those people.
And then you trust your friends, and then Titan has typed his story. So, okay, so he wrote, but yeah, that's a little dish right there. It's a little dishy dish. Titan wrote, so I do not know who she is, but one of my friends like her, and they went out on a couple dates, and he'd always tell me about them, and he told me that he always paid for them, and I asked if she ever paid for anything, and he said no, he always paid for everything. And I was a little suspicious on that, but I wasn't I got knowing person that died tells them to break up. Okay. I think he means to say, I was a little suspicious on that, but I wasn't going to tell them to break up every 2 seconds. So after maybe like 2 months to dance, do it.
This is what it means. He means like, I wasn't gonna tell him to break up. I got knowing a person that died that tells him to break up every 2 seconds. He also said he just made this story up.
Wait, what? By the way, I just made that up. Titan, God, get out of here. What are you, bro?
All right, back to the worst dates.
Yeah, back to the worst date. That is a bad date, might add. Like, it's not a Valentine's Day story, but it is a bad date.
Yeah, that's actually annoying as fuck. Like, everyone around you is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it kind of left me like moderately alone, but it really helped me show that like people don't care. Some people care, but not all people care.
Like that's actually insane to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I know you're from a small town, but like I mean I went to a pretty big school, but all my friends like if someone broke the guy code like that, they were fucking out. They were like basically exiled. Like no one fucking talked to him.
Well,
Not the girls, none of the boys.
let me give a little backstory on the why they chose him over me. Okay, so they chose that guy because they all grew up together, like diapers,
That
and
shit never mattered to me, bro.
I
That shit
came
never mattered to
from
our group.
I joined in freshman year, like literally like 4 years in high school, and that's the merit I got to my name. That's the all connection. These guys know each other from basic birth. So when it came to, hey man, that chick's just a hoe, I'm like, yes, she is a hoe, but it's about what you did. Like, don't you think that's fucked up? No, I don't think it's fucked up, and you should drop it. Okay, well, I'll just drop you as a friend. That's pretty much what I'm doing. And then once that transpired, everybody else was like, yo, what the fuck? You're really gonna do that all because of a chick? And I'm like, if you guys really think this is all because of a chick, like you guys are mistaken. It's about the friendship. It's about what a person will do and is willing to do to you.
Dog,
Nobody.
honestly, if they think it's about the chick, then they're part of the problem. Like they're just as bad as he is.
Yeah, and I mean, for me personally, that did hurt because they were my literal high school
Yeah, they
friends.
were supposed to be your boys.
And I felt pretty betrayed. And this was, mind you, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. There's on this, and we can go into it later. But I would just brought this up because it was a bad date story. You know, it was a bad date because it was my birthday and it was a date kind of. So that's why I wanted to share that. But yeah,
I got you.
that was one of the reasons why. Well, that was like the main reason why I was like, all right, I'm done with these guys. There was a few reasons before that we can go in later on another podcast, but yeah, for that, yeah, that was pretty bad.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Bad date.
Last thing I'm gonna say about it is like it's just crazy to me because it for us it didn't matter if we had known you growing up or not. One of our boys, like we found out one of them sexually harassed a girl at a party, fucking got rid of him from the group immediately.
Right.
Like all the girls that we hung out with blocked him on everything. All the boys that we hung out with told him that if he ever came around again, we were gonna fucking beat his ass. Or if he ever came around the girls again, we were gonna beat his ass. And that was that.
Right.
Never heard from him again.
It shouldn't.
And I
Be
had
about,
grown up with that dude.
like I get like you know somebody from birth basically, but it's not a person's fault that they popped into your life a year ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like you should appreciate the fact that you even get to meet that person. So I'm like, that's how I look at it. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's not about how long you know. It's about what that person has done for you in the time. And a lot of these bad Valentine's Day stories, it's just like, dude, they haven't even met for longer than 4 hours, and you can see all the red flags.
It's insane. All right. Let's get to sword fishing. So we're gonna call him Sword for short.
What?
It's the next story.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna
So
unzip our pants.
oh no. Not yet. We're only 48 minutes in. We got plenty of time.
Wait, Titan is saying that he actually has a story.
I don't know if we can trust Titan anymore. He needs to earn us right back.
He says it's still a story. That wasn't the end of the story. I just put multiple parts because it's more than 500 letters. I don't know if I trust this story. I don't know if...
Anyway, we're going to continue with the next story.
But I do know the struggle of buying tickets. Because I remember when I was younger, $35 for a prom ticket was insane. And I had to buy both tickets.
Yep.
I think.
It was rough.
I'm pretty sure I did buy both tickets. And that is a lot of money to try and come up with on top of everything else that you have to buy.
Especially when you're a 17-year-old, bro.
Just to get like, you get a dance and you're like, hey, so do you like me? Not really. Oh, okay.
Hey, let's slow dance a little more.
Yes. Slow dance a couple more songs. Yeah, you still don't like me? No. All right. Okay. Cool. Glad I did all this. Oh,
So,
there's- you want to hang out at the event after? No, no, it's okay. I think I'm just gonna go home. Okay. Cool.
Sword says they were set up on a blind date when they were in high school with my friend's boyfriend's roommate. So is this a girl? My friend failed to mention that the guy she was dating was pushing 30 and his roommates was the same age.
Okay.
I was
Nice.
very uncomfortable about it. After dinner with my friend,
One say.
after dinner, you need a comma right there, bitch. Right after dinner, you need a comma. So after dinner,
this is a scared high school girl. You're like, put a comma.
I don't like any run-on sentences. I need to know when where the commas are. I need a pause. I need to know. This needs to be real. I need to feel like I'm there because I'm a rock. I don't go anywhere.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we're Rock Charles.
Exactly. What? No. Wait.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Anyway, after dinner, my friend wanted to go back to their apartment to chill. I tried to ask to be taken home, but she insisted it would be a good time. First of all, no good time has ever come after saying
Well,
it would be a good time.
well, in this situation, no, because of the age gap. But in most things, you need a little convincing.
Fair enough. When we got to their apartment, friend and her BF went to their room to do God knows what. You know what. Come on. You're not fucking 12.
Yeah. No
Leaving
time.
me alone with this creepy older dude.
This is so crazy. What is this story?
I have no clue. I felt extremely uncomfortable and tried texting my friend to take me home, but she ignored me. She's not ignoring you. She's having sex. Finally, after about an hour, I started petting their cat. I'm very allergic to cats. I then proceeded to rub my eyes until they swelled. All right, you're getting a little crazy there.
That's a smart move. What do you mean? That's a smart move.
Dude, just be like, oh,
she's
my period started and I don't have a tampon.
Okay, for
What the
one.
fuck are they gonna do? Check you for blood?
For one, a dude that's 30 that's trying to get a high school girl probably doesn't care about some blood. Okay? So, her best move is making herself look as unattractive as possible. And swelling.
I guess fair enough.
These dudes are fucked up, alright?
Until they swelled. This is when I burst into their room to show them my swollen face and insisted I be taken home, and she did it right after.
Right.
We never spoke since.
That's a smart girl.
Smart move. Smart move to get home.
Crew, did you read the rest of my story? No, Titan. Here, look, I'll read it really fast. We'll see.
All right, let's just get home. We'll go through it.
Crew, did you? Oh shit! What the hell? I heard myself twice. Okay. So after maybe like 2 months to dance came on, and she wanted to go, and she made him buy 4 tickets, and he was confused. Why 4 tickets? And then when he got 4 tickets, it was a double date sort of thing, and she started flirting with the other guy. And after that, he was sad. I am having sadness reading this, but I think I understand. The dude bought 4 tickets for what he thought was a double date, and then she took the dude, but he wasn't broken. This is like a Charlie Day story.
So what the fuck? Like
a couple months later, she tried to do it to me. What? This girl's a notorious take me to homecoming. Buy
he
me
bought
tickets.
4 tickets. Where did the last ticket go?
Well, he said he made up the story, so I don't know if he thought of all the parts.
Like, there's no female to the counterpart of the male that the girl started flirting with?
Let's go back. Let's go back to the Valentine. Yeah, but she didn't do anything.
Yeah, but she didn't do anything.
Is this a real story or is it a fake story?
Dog, there's no way this is a real story because, like, if there was another girl there and she didn't do anything, then, like, what the fuck? Like, you're just sitting there getting embarrassed embarrassing yourself because the guy you took to prom is getting flirted with by another girl while you guys are just hanging out with each other.
Some homecomings I was really excited because I was like,
dude, why is Titan being rude as fuck to me?
whoever this is, you're being annoying with all the details. This isn't spelled right. You need a comma. There, you sound like someone annoying ass teacher. I don't know, bro. I don't know why he's doing that. Titan, what's wrong, bro? Are you sad because you're alone on Valentine's Day? We're all alone, bro. We're all alone. It's okay. Dranger's here to help. He's here to help make this better.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to the next story.
All right, yeah. Let's get to the next story.
Reflector belt. We're gonna call him. I don't know. We'll just call him Belt.
Okay. Will you click the
First
X?
date.
Click the X on your name there, unless you want people to see. Like,
Well, they can't see that. They can only see the rocks talking.
that's fair. That's true. They can only see the rocks talking on my end. You forgot it's Valentine's Day? That's because you're alone. That's because you're alone.
First date. I take her
Hey,
to a movie.
But welcome in.
That's what you wanted to do. Then we went out to eat at an Italian restaurant. During the meal, I feel my stomach start bubbling.
Right,
Oh
'cause
no.
you-
I think we know where this is going.
When you eat Italian, I mean, that's a lot of cheese.
That is a lot of cheese. You didn't.
Oh.
We'll get into cheese later. So,
Okay.
his stomach started bubbling. Her friend calls her and says she locked her keys inside and needed to come and let her in.
Perfect.
Her apartment was a good 30-minute drive, so we leave. My stomach is making some noises, and I'm feeling it. Halfway through the drive, it hits me. I'm about to crap my pants. So I'm
Why
speeding
did-
to her house.
Could he use the bathroom?
And I have no clue, man. Like, if
He was
my
at the
roommate
Italian
locked,
restaurant.
if my roommate locked themselves out of the house with their keys inside, that's their own problem to figure out.
Yeah, I'm not rushing out of the restaurant. Like,
Yeah, like, especially if I have plans going on. Like, I'm not just gonna cancel my plans.
I guess it
Like,
depends
go
on
over
how
your,
close I am, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. If I'm in a movie,
Even then,
you know, I'm not gonna fucking.
like, yeah, what if you were in a movie? Then what would you do?
Like, I'm about to shit my pants.
Like-
I ate a lot of fettuccine. Taking a shit in a restaurant is crazy. What, bro? If you got
It is a very different experience. I will
Look,
agree
it's-
with that.
it is different, but you got to think of with the mindset that if I don't take this shit, I'm literally killing myself in a way. Like, I'm hurting myself by not shitting. Because if you hold in farts and you hold in shit, that hurts you, bro. You get hurt, and you may not feel it now, but when you're like 80 and you're trying to drop a deuce and you can't because you held it in because you're like, I'm at Frisch's Big Boys. Like, I don't want to take a shit here. Nah, bro. You take a shit, and if somebody walks in, you fucking cough or something. But you gotta own it up.
I don't agree with that because,
I'm
like,
shitting.
taking a shit in a restaurant
Oh
is
my
so fucking stressful, bro. Because imagine you're in there, right? Imagine you're in there just, like, trying to, like, you're fighting for your life,
Oh my god.
right?
Yeah.
You're taking a me-sized shit. Like, look how big I am.
Bro.
And then you're sitting there and someone starts knocking on the door. Bro,
Why would they knock?
how do you answer?
You say, all right, this is what I do. Every time I go to a restaurant and I'm taking a shit, that's right. I take shits in the restaurants because I'm not going to hold it. I play a video on my phone and I play it loud so they know that I'm in here. And if they knock, that's because they have some weird kink, okay? They want to know. They want to know what's
But, like,
going on.
You also got to think, like,
Mm-hmm.
how many people's asses have touched that seat?
I don't care.
They haven't cleaned that yet.
I don't care. I don't care. Because in my mind, if I take a shit now, that helps me take a shit when I'm 80. But if I don't shit now, I'm gonna have troubles.
Anyway, let's stop talking about shit.
Fucking
So-
Valentine's Day shit. The
Our
one time
apartment was a good 30-minute drive.
hang on, Titan said something here. The one time I did do that to Canada came in and started sweeping in my soul. What, dude? I'm done reading what you say. You need to proofread what you talk about. Because Canada came in and stole your soul. What are you talking about? Are you?
Fuck, dude, that's what Canada does.
All right, back to the bad dates.
So, her apartment was a good 30-minute drive. So we leave, my stomach is making some noises, and I'm feeling it. Halfway through the drive, it hits me. I'm about to crap my pants. So I'm speeding to her house with the windows down and the radio cranked so she can't smell or hear my involuntary farts. Finally, we pull up to her apartment. I ask if she can use the restroom, or I ask if I can use her restroom, which she replies with, "Of course." We walk up to her apartment door and it is open. A large group of her
All
friends
right.
are there. It turns out that it was a surprise birthday party for her.
All right, pause
Without
real
wasting
quick.
any time.
So I know what I just said about the restaurant thing, but when it comes to going at the chick's house, bro,
That's
I don't
fucking
know.
bold.
I don't know if I could do that. Like,
That's bold.
that's when I'm willing to risk it because that's
Like,
that's
hey,
wild,
do you mind if
bro.
I fight for my life in your bathroom?
There's so much that can go wrong with taking a shit that like it can get clogged. There's no toilet paper. You get it on you. Like, meet the Fokker situation happens. Like, you just don't.
Especially if it's a party, bro. Imagine what the next person that
Yeah,
walks in there is
'cause
going
you-
to say when they come out.
Yeah, because if it's a party, someone's going in there like every 15 minutes. Like, that's not.
Especially if you're part of the group that was like walking in and being surprised. Like, everyone knows that you're going to the bathroom.
You're fucked. You're fucked. You should have went at the Italian restaurant. You should have asserted your dominance by saying, "Hey, they need in, but I need to let something out real quick," and that's your own fault.
All right. Our large group of friends are there. Surprise birthday party for her. Without wasting any time, I make haste for the bathroom. Everyone knows you're there. All of Mordor knows you're there.
Yeah.
The bathroom is rather small with an accordion door. An accordion door, dude? You're fucked.
Yeah, that's smell. There's no holding.
You're
that smell.
so fucked.
And this is a
Especially
party.
if there's noise.
So like they pulled up to a party. She locked her keys
Yeah.
inside, or she locked the keys and the people.
No, this was a
inside?
surprise party. But the reason
Wow.
to
They
get them
tricked
to
her.
the house was that
What
she
they-
locked her keys inside.
So they left. So this was on a birthday. That he didn't specify. This is a birthday party for the chick. That they were probably out eating for her birthday.
Yeah.
And then they had to leave the birthday dinner early.
Like, dog, the fucking boyfriend didn't know about this at all.
How could he be in the
So-
dark? Oh, it's a first date.
Yeah.
How is that even? This story doesn't make sense.
That's so fucking disrespectful, though.
You take her to a movie. That's
Like,
what she
dog,
wants to
you
do?
know she's at a fucking first date.
She didn't say. By the way, it's my birthday.
Oh, what if it was just a ruse to get out of the date? Like, what if the date was going so bad she texted her roommate and was like, "Hey,
Bruh.
get me out of this date with whatever you can." So her roommate got all her friends together and was like, "Hey, come here."
I don't know what.
But like,
fairy tale.
I mean, the guy's with her, so I guess it doesn't make sense.
If you think that you can get a group of people together in under, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes to pay and drive home from the Italian restaurant, that's wild. I don't know who you can invite over that quick, and they're willing to like come out. Those are some good people, but I don't know anyone that where I could just call up and they'd be like, "I'll be there. You need help? You need help getting out of a date? Let's party."
All right. So the bathroom is rather small with an accordion door and located right across from her bedroom. Dude, if that smell leaks out there, you're fucked.
It is
I mean, you're
legit.
fucked already, but like,
Yeah.
but I
You're not-
cannot help. I
by the
sit
size.
down on the toilet. No, bro. I cannot help it, but I sit down. So I sit down on the toilet and unleash the wrath of God on this toilet.
Everyone can hear you, by the way. Like the accordion doors are not known for soundproof. Soundproofing.
And dog, you're definitely making noises. Like you're definitely grunting and shit.
Yeah.
There's no way you're not.
You can resort to the crew method of just blaring your phone.
Oh, dog, the next part gets better. I could not have been quiet no matter how hard I tried.
Okay.
I'm in there for a good 10 minutes. I finish, flush, and wash my hands. Walk out to her and 3 of our friends standing there with the most disgusted looks on their faces. So I just said, I gotta go. I left, and that turned out to be our first and last date.
Right.
First of all, if you're gonna do something like that, fucking own up to it. It's fucking,
a lot.
What are they? Yeah, they're disgusted, but like,
Make a
it's
joke.
fucking, it's a normal body function.
I look at it like both. Every story we've heard so far, everyone's been in the wrong.
Dog, yeah.
It's not been just one sided.
Like, why? I mean, I get it's embarrassing, but just like fucking own up to it. I mean,
Yeah.
they already know it's you.
Like you took me to Italian. This is what happens when we eat Italian.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, I think they're both in the wrong.
A movie is a bad first date because the first date you're supposed to talk and get to know each other. Yeah, I would say if 2 introverts went out, they would probably like going to the movie because they don't get to, they don't have to talk as much. They could just be together while something else is taking over. But yeah, you're right.
Go to dinner before the movie. Talk about the movie after. I mean, especially if you pick them up, you have an entire drive for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Anytime I'd go to the movies, we always went out to eat first.
And I mean, like, if it's a first date, chances are you've talked to them before, so they kind of already know everything. Well, not everything, but like, you guys are kind of at this mutual agreement that, like, yeah, I mean, it's a movie. You're not gonna be able to talk.
You let your hands do the talking type.
All right, next one is from They Found Me. We're gonna call him They.
All right.
First date with this guy. I didn't finish my dish. He asked if I was done, and he ate off my plate. It was awkward and weird.
What?
First of all, that sounds ungrateful as fuck.
Yeah, get that chick out of
Why
here.
is this dude gonna waste money
Okay.
on food that you're not gonna finish?
And because he ate it off your plate, I bet you're gonna expect him to go down on you, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's weird. He eats off my plate.
First date guy eats off my plate.
Bro.
What do you expect what do you think your husband's gonna do at some point in your life?
Like that dude.
What do you think a long-term boyfriend's gonna do in some point in your life?
What, you think it's like the spit? Because I'm sure, like, you want that dude to go down on you, but that ain't gross. That ain't gross, right? But him eating a couple fries off your plate, that draws the line.
It's insane.
Bro.
All right, next one.
Get this chick.
Cirrus Hunter. So Cirrus, another blind date one. These are always fun. Cirrus went out on a blind date with this girl for coffee. During that time, she let me know that she thought she had a learning disability. Bit of an odd flex there. First thing to let someone know on a first date, on a blind date, is like, yeah, I'm kind of special.
Well, I feel like you want to get that out of the way. You don't want to be. You don't want to be talking and then they're like, "Hey, I can't actually read my menu. Can you?"
Hang on a sec. This gets even better.
All right.
So she let me know that she had a learning disability, that she had fetal alcohol syndrome, that she desperately wanted somebody to take care of her, that she desperately wanted someone to take care of her, and that she owed about $25,000 for several credit cards and unpaid bills. I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
That is an honest woman.
Yeah.
She held nothing back. And the most simplest form is coffee. That's a great meetup. Coffee. Women love coffee.
I hate coffee, but my wife
hate
loves
coffee.
it.
Yeah, I don't drink it.
All right. So Curved Banana. First of all, God tier name. Let's see what Banana's story is. Started to chat with this girl on a dating website. She seemed okay, nothing too amazing. Damn, bro.
It's very look. The chances of you finding someone on a dating website are the equal chances of you winning the lottery. because most people on dating websites are literally fish. They're literal catfish. All right.
Well, yeah, but you got to think like you don't have to say that. Like you're just going out of your way to say, yeah, she was okay, nothing too amazing.
He went
Like,
out of her
that's
way
just-
to write the story.
I mean, yeah, but like including that part specifically, it's just like, let me just turn the knife a little, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like she's gonna read it, but I see.
It's like it's just a detail that doesn't need to be added, you know? It's like
Who are you
It's like
talking to?
you add it purposely.
I'm talking to Dringer King. This is
I
Crew Styles
fucking
and Dringer
love
King.
it. I love it. I love the enthusiasm of this. She seemed okay. Nothing too amazing. I fucking love it. I love these
okay.
people.
She's okay.
These dudes are so fucking based. All right. We arranged a date in a pub. When she turned up, late, I might add. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let her fucking know. Let us know. Tell us everything. I fucking love it.
Yep.
It became pretty obvious that she left out the fact that she was a dwarf. Oh. This is totally not PogChat, bro. Now I understand. Now I understand.
That's what I'm talking about. Catfish, bro. Straight up
This
catfish.
fact was not obvious from her photo.
She took shoulder. This is what she did. She took shoulder. She showed tit and shoulders up, and that's it. And it was probably mostly of her like laying down or something. Oh,
All right,
This
This dude's
catfish.
awesome. Fucking love this dude. All right, ready? Now I know I'm not a cunt. It must be hard with people. It must be hard people with disabilities to not be defined by their disability. Fuck it. Define them by it. You're allowed to have preferences. I'm not saying that. I'm just like the fucking devil right here. I feed into it. Like I'm just on his shoulder as he's typing this. I'm like, tell him what they need to hear. Tell him how much she fucking sucked. Right? I'm not saying that the fact that she was a little person would have meant that I would not have gone on the date. 100% it would have meant you wouldn't have gone on the date. You cannot lie about that. I'm 100%. If I did not know they were a dwarf, I would not go on the date.
So you're saying if they hit you up and they're like, "Hey, I'm a dwarf," you wouldn't be like, "All right, let's do it."
No.
I wouldn't either.
No.
I wouldn't either. Not because of anything. It feels like wrong in a way for me personally. You know, but I don't want to dig too deep into it. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
I fucking love it, bro. I love this story.
You love
it.
Okay. All right. I thought you said you loved the dwarves.
No.
Okay. We
So-
don't hate them.
I'm not saying that the fact that she was a little person would have meant I wouldn't have gone on the date.
We don't hate
But
them.
physical attraction is important for any relationship. Respect. You know it is.
You got it. Yeah.
Don't hide it. You know it is.
You got to be attracted to the person that you're gonna look across.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Looks wise, she was average. Yes. Yes.
This man is like shallow how.
I fucking love this shit, bro. Like this feeds straight into my fucking comedy.
This man needs
Feeds straight into my dark humor. I'm a
This man-
blunt and honest man.
This man needs a spell cast on him to where he sees all the dwarves as regular, tall women until he learns how to love.
I do love, but I'm allowed to love this shit. I'm allowed to love it. I fucking love all the details. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm looking down at the bottom right, looking at this picture of the lady, and that's who I'm picturing is just a close-up face shot.
Like, it's just... I need you to understand, crew.
Okay.
Like I'm a blunt and honest person. I love when I get to read stories where people are just fucking saying exactly what they think. I fucking love it. Let your true self out.
There's something. This has a term, but I don't know what it's called.
Anyways, look-wise, she was average. I'm average myself. All right, whatever. Pick up your crown, King.
He's called himself out, bro. He's like, look, I'm not saying I'm the best, but she's ugly. She's a dwarf.
Pick up your crown, King. You dropped it when you were looking down a little. I didn't really find her attractive. I know you didn't, because I wouldn't either. Well, not sober anyway. Yes!
Yeah, you probably are. Oh,
The
man.
more the night went on, the more drunk, the more I drunk, the more I got drunk.
Yeah, he typed this
The
drunk.
more I started to find her attractive.
Now,
No.
now, I feel like I can relate to this guy because there's a lot of time. You can't tell me you haven't been at a bar at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I must have perfect vision, bro, because
And
like
yeah. Well, you're 12 shots in. All right, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and Betty over there, who's normally you're swerving her. You're like nah, but at the end of the night, you're like, hey Betty, you want to get this last dance, Betty? You want to dance, Betty?
See, I'm not like that, man. I'm not like that. Also,
Yeah,
Titan,
me either.
I'm sorry I can't go live right now, but I am recording, and this should be uploaded tomorrow.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like it's no matter how drunk I got, a 2 would never go past a 2 to me. Like
That's crazy.
it's like if I didn't see someone I found attractive before I was drunk, I'm not going home with someone I find attractive after I'm drunk.
That's a strong-willed man. That's a strong-willed person right there. Cause
A lot of nights alone. Thanks, Valentine's Day.
happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
But it's okay. I'm never alone again. I have
Yeah,
my
now-
beautiful wife.
I have pretty high standards. All right, and my standards are high, but they once were not
know what?
as high.
You're allowed to have high standards.
Yeah, but before,
People fucking hate it, but you're allowed to have your standards.
right, but before, standards weren't that high.
But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of growing up.
Yep.
You learn what you want. You know what your standards are.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. You gotta have boundaries, everyone. You gotta know when to say no.
Dude, even though he's going down a dark hole here, I still fucking love this guy.
Let's hear it.
I started the more drunk I got, the more I started to find her attractive. By the end
Right.
of the night, I was pretty much up for a bit of sexy time.
Right.
I was randy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I'm gonna be honest with you. But
This dude is definitely 63 because he just said something from the 1830s. Like, what the fuck?
yeah. And in my
He said-
drunken haze, I somehow convinced myself that this girl was into me.
Right.
Was she not into you? She was not into me at all, bro. Why are you both there?
You're
Like-
interviewing this man.
Like, why are you both there? At the end of the night, she declined all my crap advances, and my awful flirting technique did not lead to coitus.
Bro, this guy,
The night,
like, he is not helping himself. He's like, my advances, crap. Shite.
anti-race. How do you
Flirting-
fumble this, bro?
Yeah, I know. Literally, just run to the touchdown. Pick her up.
There's no fucking like. How do you fumble this bad?
She's the ball. Pick her up and go.
Like, I get it's like a fucking moped. Like, you'll do it, but you don't want your friends to see it.
Hey,
But like, how do you fumble that hard?
keep it going. Keep
It's
it
like-
going.
You gotta think, like, you seriously gotta think about this. Like, it's kind of starting to piss me off here. Like, she doesn't have many options.
I mean, she has options. You know,
But like, she has options, yes,
she's
but not
easy.
as many as like she's okay. I
Well,
guess she has
I-
more options, but
She-
she's limited to a certain amount.
She is a woman. You know, she has a wide variety of options.
But
'Cause
still,
look,
would
'cause
you
this
go out with
dude-
her?
This dude still wanted her. You know, he was initially like, nah. But
He's
then as he-
drunk.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted a Taco Bell burrito when you were drunk and then wake up in the morning regretting it?
I never have regretted eating Taco Bell. Not once.
That's true. Taco Bell's pretty fire.
It's like I know
That's a
people
bad
shit
example.
on it, and sometimes you eat it and you're like, this tastes like shit, but like it's still good shit.
Dude, it's so fucking fire. I can't
I
wait for
think-
the new menu.
I think it's cheese. I think the cheese is what sells it for, like the nacho cheese in it.
Have you seen their new menu
No.
that they have coming out for 2024?
No,
Oh my
'cause-
god, dude, you're gonna go fucking nuts. But we'll touch on that in the next podcast.
Okay. Yeah. Look on the. Yeah, we're going over the new food menus. Next podcast here. Rock Talk.
Okay, so let's get back into this.
Okay.
She declined all my crap advances, and my awful flirting technique did not lead to coitus. The night ended with a kiss on the cheek and a firm handshake. Bro, why even
Okay.
do the fucking handshake? It's one or the other. Don't do both. That's
How
just,
do you?
that's
How'd she kiss him?
weird as shit.
Did he bend
I
down
don't-
or did she get picked up?
Or did he I'm assuming he bent, I don't know. Maybe she
They-
stood up on
What?
a ladder?
What if? Now hear me out.
She just
alright?
has a little elevator on her porch.
Bro, I'm picturing like I mean this in the most not fucked up way possible, but like why don't dwarves like use stilts? You know, like people like is that like they use the stilts in the car to help them drive.
No, could you imagine them walking around?
They can walk and they're not. I'm just saying, bro. Like there's people that use stilts to paint. There's people that use stilts in the circus. There's people that use they use stilts to drive their car. So why don't they just use stilts to be same height? That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I were a dwarf, I'd find some way to like get rid of my legs so I can get prosthetic legs. Could you imagine that?
That
Could
wouldn't
you
even-
imagine that?
That wouldn't even.
How do
be-
they make prosthetic legs for dwarves, bro?
This is terrible. I don't. All right, look. The image I had in my head was of normal sized metal legs on a dwarf, and that's fucked up. I don't know if it's fucked up for me to picture it or for me to say or both. I'm pretty sure this podcast is going to get
Can you imagine
canceled.
those long ass legs with the short ass arms?
No, this has gotta be. This is we mean this. I don't know how we mean that. Yeah, we're fucked. All right, continue on.
Hey, hey, if Joe Rogan can talk about offensive stuff, we can too. And this isn't even that offensive. Come on. Everyone loves dwarves. They make our
Yeah.
toys for Christmas.
Those are elves.
What's the difference?
Keep
I'm
reading.
a fucking rock.
I'm a
Okay.
rock. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? Because I'm a fucking rock? Fuck you.
So it ended with a kiss and a firm handshake. The next day I checked. I sent her a message thanking her for the nice night. I then checked her profile. She had only gone and updated it. Right at the end of her profile, she had added the line, "Please only contact me if you're over 6."
Damn. She didn't even put that she was a dwarf. She added her specifications of of her partner. Look, I'm gonna leave my height a mystery. But you, sir? You better be in the NBA, honey. You want to get some of this tang.
Apparently, my slightly below average 5'7" height was a turnoff for her.
Well, apparently
Shallow bitch. First of all, that's funny as fuck. I don't know if that's pun intended. But
Oh.
there's no fucking way she went and updated it to say 6 foot or taller. She does not know what the fucking height difference is.
Well,
To her, it's just tall or fucking taller.
I don't think that's true. I mean, she can have, you know, her own. I forget what we said, but she can have her own taste. She can have her own standards.
I mean, I guess.
She's
But, like-
reaching, you know, above where she can reach, but she can
Way
have
above it.
standards. That's almost just like disturbing to think about.
Dog, my fucking thing is like, if I have to bend over to her to be eye level with you, you're not allowed to say shit about height.
It would feel wrong on so many levels. I would say that, yeah.
Oh, that was a
Bro,
good story. I love that one.
Wait,
That
why
one's
did
that one's a plus.
sidebar question is why didn't Epstein just get dwarves instead of children? It's like same height. Is that not the same thing there?
No, it's not.
Sorry, Epstein. You weird
I mean,
fuck.
you got to think. They could have done dwarves. I mean, they did do dwarves. No, they did do dwarves.
No way.
Yeah, because the Epstein logs came out, and Stephen Hawking was on there, and Stephen Hawking's fucking fetish was he liked to watch dwarves try to solve very hard mathematic equations on a chalkboard or like a dry erase board that's just too high for them to reach.
This is okay. This could not. Is this true? Is this 100% true?
This is true. This is
100%.
true. Hang on. Are you just
Look
keep
at-
watching my string?
Okay, yeah. It's either that or a rock,
Epstein.
which I do love looking at rocks, because I am one, of course. I mean, is there really a way to prove that this is true? It's very specific, by the way. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like
I
they're
didn't mean to click on that.
they're just too tall, too short to reach the board.
Hawking.
So yeah, guys, if you Stephen Hawking moan noises, I don't think we're gonna look that up.
No.
I don't think we're looking that one up. But yeah, if you guys have
Doug.
any, yeah,
Oh, here it is. No, that's just fake news. Was that fake news? Doug, how is there not like anything on it?
well, why would there be?
This is a podcast too.
Good for them. Good for them. So
Remember,
yeah,
they can't see my screen.
yeah, that's true. Well, basically, guys, I'll tell some more Valentine stuff. All right, how about this? We'll talk about some more bad date Valentine stories. One time, I did a blind date. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he just closed his whole screen. On my
I
blind
didn't mean to
date,
do that.
I got set up by this chick in my college, and we go and we meet at this wing stop, and the pictures that she showed me of this chick, cute, thin, blonde. I meet this chick, and I go up, and I'm looking for her in the place. Like, I'm walking around. I walk past her like 3 times because I'm looking for her.
I
Because
did
the
that to my
chick,
wife.
the chick that I met, looked like she ate the chick in the picture.
Oh my god.
So, so I wasn't, I was hoping it wasn't her. Also, Drinker, it says stream pause. I can't see your screen.
Why is the stream paused? What the fuck?
There we go. There we go.
Oh, hang on, it's sharing the wrong screen.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. Can you see this now?
Yeah.
All right. So
And-
Truman says, "Oh, keep going. Sorry."
Oh no, I was just talking about the how I got catfished, and that chick ended up at the end of the night we hugged and we just didn't really talk anymore.
He's lying.
And after that, a few years later, I think she got hotter. Actually, I think she got hotter, but I haven't didn't stay in touch too.
Totally banged on that same night.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
See how defensive he got.
Though some nights I haven't been, as guarded of the sacred scepter. Was she heavy when you hugged? You couldn't wrap your hands around her fully. That's what it was. All right, on to the next one.
Okay. First date, and she wanted to come. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one.
Whoa.
Johnny Scotch drink. No, yeah, Johnny Scotch drinker. Johnny says, "I dabbled in the personals for a while, and once responded to a girl who described herself as a Bo Derek type in the personal ad. What the fuck is a Bo Derek type?"
Look it up.
Yeah, now we gotta look it up.
Yeah, it was. I mean, more power to her. Me and that girl. You know, I think we're on good terms. But I would say I got
I
catfish.
I guess
What,
someone like this.
bro? This is another old story.
Anyway,
All right.
that was about Derek in the personal ad. Show up for the date. She was a really fat black girl with blonde braided hair extensions. I didn't say a thing. I just turned around and left.
That man knows what to do. He knows not to waste time.
Get straight to the point. Gotta love it. Not the asshole.
Titan, what the fuck? Alright. What the fuck? Alright. On to the next story.
All right. First date, and she wanted to come. She wanted to come despite having to babysit that day. She repeatedly grumbled, "Don't be in it just for sex," and made clear to mention that the child was not hers. What?
Mm.
First date, and she wanted to come despite having to babysit that day. Okay, so she's
Right.
babysitting. She repeatedly grumbled, "Don't don't be in it just for sex."
Right.
What is she like saying that to you personally, or is that like
That's what I'm trying, because grumbled is something like you say it under
yeah,
your breath,
grumble?
right?
Yeah, yeah, but it's like
hey, don't be in this. Like, are you babysitting? And you're trying to let the
Like-
baby not hear. Like, hey, you see this kid? We're not about to have one. Don't be trying to fuck
first
me.
of all, why are you babysitting while doing a date? Why didn't you just move the date to a different day?
Well, after babysitting makes sense. Like, you know,
Okay.
hey, I get
Yeah,
done babysitting
yeah.
at 5. Let's go out.
Don't be in it just for sex.
Okay.
And made clear to mention that the child was not hers. Okay.
All right.
And that her child was the product of her father molesting her.
Oh. Oh.
That took a turn.
What?
She also had female pattern baldness.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Then I took a long, hard look at what I was doing with myself. Bro, what did you do? I need to know. What did you do?
You know he did it.
Please tell me you walked out of there.
He walked into there.
Dog, and she was saying, don't be in it for sex, and just gave it up?
That's every chick ever that has ever said we're not fucking on the first date has fucked on the first date.
God damn.
Because the ones that aren't gonna
Alright.
fuck don't need to say it because they have willpower. They're just like, no, I'm not. Like, if you try anything, they're like, no, I'm not doing it.
Next story we are reading is from Scarlethon.
I like how we just blew past. There's so much that can be talked about.
We don't have time to unpack that right now.
It's so much, bro.
That is his own problems to unpack. We're just here to judge them. Online dating horror story. So Scarlethon?
Okay, he's a Pokemon.
Yeah, basically. Started exchanging messages with a girl, then texts. Was texting pretty much nonstop all weekend. Set up a date at a local place she swore had the greatest food. Things were looking up and grand, and then I got there. She looked a bit different than her photos, but not terribly so. We started talking, and I was informed that she was still married to the guy who she had 2 kids with. That was also new. Shitty conversation, no connection, and every single time she would prattle on about something random she'd realize she was carrying on.
Now, look,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's
And-
me, but if she's got 2 kids, that's already red flags right there. Like, she's
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
basically got a family, bro. Like,
Listen, brother, I'm here to farm my land, not farm someone else's land, and then start farming my land.
yeah, you're literally taking in the heir to somebody else, like a whole.
No
family.
disrespect. No disrespect to people who do that stuff.
Right.
I
right,
personally wouldn't want to do it.
Right. I mean, if I had a couple kids of my own, then maybe. But it's like, I'm gonna take in.
I can. Okay.
I'm gonna take
I
in your
will
kids
also.
first.
Yeah, I will also understand if it's like a situation where the significant other like passed away or something like that.
But if you're
That's
just
more
willing-
understandable.
Right.
But if
you're
it's
just
like,
like,
if
hey,
you're
this chick's hot. She got 2-3 kids. That pussy worth it. That pussy
Yeah.
worth it. Let me smack. Cause you're not, cause you're now adding in a whole family. You're adding in, I don't know, 100, like 25,000, 100,000 per kid. Like what the wife want. Like you ready for that? You just jumping in? You full swinging?
basically how I'm going to put it is, I would not be able to take on the financial responsibility that would have to cause. Therefore, I do not want to date someone who has kids.
And this is coming from someone that, like, when I was younger, I was cool with trying to adopt my younger brother and sister, but that didn't end up happening. Kind of like around that same reason.
So, also new. So she's married to the same guy who she had 2 kids with. Just found this out. It was a shitty conversation, no connection. Every time she would prattle on about something random, she'd realize she was carrying on and try and ask me a relative question to recover the conversation. It's fair. I mean, she's giving an honest attempt at it. I won't judge her on that. I would try to answer, and halfway through my sentence, she would just start talking about something totally unrelated, as if she didn't hear a word I said. Okay, no longer retracting my statement I just made. Every single time. I don't think I got a complete sentence out that wasn't any more than a yes or a no answer. The best part, she was complaining about how no guys ever want to go for a second date.
Those are the ones. Those are the ones you want to look out for.
Yep. Let's read one of the comments to this one.
Okay.
I once went on a date with a guy I met on Craigslist.
That's insane.
Red flag right there. That's like the biggest red flag.
What are you doing on Craigslist? It is 2024.
Well, these were also like given 11 years ago, but still, like,
Okay, I mean,
that's 2013.
yeah, well, I think in 2019, there was these people that I used to work with, and they got hookers from Craigslist. So
Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah. So I do remember.
Okay.
Not me. I didn't do anything with these. I should probably specify on that. It was a work
Yeah.
trip. We were in Florida, and I was stuck down there. 2 RVs. The people that did not get the prostitutes were in one RV, and then the people that got them were in the other RV. Craigslist.
That's disgusting.
It is. It is disgusting. I was mortified, and I kind of thought I was gonna die because their pimps were outside. Their pimps were.
Oh my god.
Because we had a fire, and the pimps were outside, and we were just giving them like drinks so that they wouldn't rob us. Like, here's some. You want some shots? Anyway, continue.
So, he showed up and proceeded to make me into his free therapist. I had to hear all about how his wife was bipolar and had left him a month earlier to move to another province with their 2 children. I heard from him exactly once a few weeks later. It was an email asking for a blowjob. Of course I declined. Bro, okay.
An email?
First of all, complete asshole. But fucking email? That dude's a fucking legend for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, 100% he's in the wrong. But just that act alone, just like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, L's all around.
And why email? Why do you guys trade emails? Like, this is 2013. iPhones exist.
What's another one? I got some I got some stuff here. I got some Valentine's Day facts for the
Let's do it.
fans.
Let's do it. Bring them up.
For the people that don't know. This is let's see.
We'll take
here.
a break from the stories.
I like those stories. What did you guys think of the stories out there? So
I also like them. That was pretty fun.
So Valentine's Day for me is a big marketing ploy, like, cause there's a day for you to go all out, but a lot of these companies created it to make profit, like this right here, box of chocolates. All right, the box of chocolates was originally started in the 19th century by Richard Cadbury, a Scottish chocolate manufacturing family that once he pounced on the opportunity to take chocolate and incorporate it with Valentine's Day. So that's why everyone is buying chocolates for Valentine's Day, is because some dude in the 19th century that was making candy and he wasn't selling that much candy, so he's like, hey, you think she's sweet? Chocolate's sweet. Give it to her and she'll suck your meat. That was their mindset back there in the 19th century.
Fucking legendary.
Let's see here. What's another one? Cupid. Cupid originally began as a Greek god. He was known as the ancient Greek god Eros, the god of love. All right, so that's pretty cool. He would use 2 arrows, one for love and one for hate, to play with the emotions of his targets. I thought there was more on here, but there's not that many. Interesting. All right, well, let's go back to your stories.
All right. I will say those are some pretty interesting facts. I did not know Cupid was taken from a Greek god.
Ooh, what about this one? How X came to mean kiss. The idea of the kiss signifying from X used to be represented from the Middle Ages, where they would mark an X on the letter and seal it, and after they sealed it, they kissed it. So they would make the quote up of sealed it with a kiss, and there was an X. So X kiss, sealed with a kiss. So now we say XOXO. Don't know where the O came from.
Yeah. I believe the O is supposed to mean like hugs. So you got hugs and kisses, but it's like...
Yeah, but they say hugs and kisses. They don't say kisses and hugs.
Well, yeah, but like, where's that O come from? Can we find a definition of that O? Let's find a definition of the O. Crew, look that up.
What is the O? Where does... Now we're looking up where do letters come from. Historians aren't sure why X and O come together to become XOXO, but Jewish immigrants arrived in the U.S. who could not read or use a circular symbol in place of their signature. Since a cross did not align with their religious belief, they used XOXO. Huh.
What?
The use of X and O to indicate affection dated back to the 19th century. Alright, so apparently around the 19th century is when shit was being constructed to be the corporate overlords that it is today.
So they refused to use the letter T because it reminded them of a cross?
Yes.
All right. So, next story. 360 Walk Away says, I was on a date with some chick, and while talking with her in the car, she stopped responding, started snoring. Yeah, this one's over.
Wait,
well, what if she had narcolepsy?
Do you have any bad date stories?
I'm trying to think. I mean, not necessarily bad dates and like where the date went. I do have one actually.
Okay.
So I met with this girl. We had been talking for a few weeks, really vibing with each other, really connecting over text, and we decided to hang out. First date and everything. So she comes over, and we go out to dinner. And as I'm sitting there trying to talk to her, there's just like no effort in the conversation at all. Right? Like, I would ask her questions, try to get to know her, and it'd be like one word responses, or she would answer the question and there would be no follow up. It would just be the end of the question, and it's like, okay, well now I have to come up with another question. So I got really turned off by that, and I was like, how do I get out of this date without seeming like I want to get out of the state? So after dinner, what I did was took her to meet my parents, and then we went to a party at my friend's house, full of people she did not know. And I proceeded to get drunk, and she drove me home and dropped me off with my car.
Oh yeah.
So not a bad date in terms of my side, but I made it a bad date on her side.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair, man.
So I would much rather be seen as an asshole or a fucking weirdo or loser rather than just be seen as the one person who's just like, sorry, don't want to talk to you anymore.
Man.
Both are pretty bad though.
Bad dates. Mr. Titan says, "Do you really think he can get a date?" Well, considering he is married, I would assume that man can. Well, not
What
anymore.
what's
But
this
he
dude's
can.
problem with me?
Oh, he's joking. He's only
I
joking.
feel like he hates me.
Maybe he just hates
Is
that
it-
you've been
is it-
gone.
Is it because I'm a rock?
He just
Well,
hates
rocks
the
have feelings
absence,
too.
the absence of Dranger King.
Anyway, now that I'm coming down from my high and actually starting to feel shit again, let's move to the next story. So another D. All right. So we're just gonna pretend that D is the same person because they're all deleted.
Okay. This dude
So-
is bad luck.
A guy once came through my till while I was at work and left me a note. What is a till, like a bank? Did you work at a bank?
Until
I'm
yeah.
unfamiliar with that. So it's like it's basically
like
like
a
a
cash register.
bank kiosk. Okay, I got you. Through my till while I was at work and left me a note. It explained that he'd seen me around and thought I was cute and had his number at the bottom of the page. Thought it was dorky but kind of sweet, so I called him. First of all, I just want to say,
Lame.
if someone's working, don't try to ask him out. I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. But in my view, it's like the person's there to work. They don't really want to worry about upsetting you if they don't actually like you by
Yeah, but
rejecting you.
Where do you ask him out at? You wait for him to get off? Because that seems creepy. Hey, you're off work, right? I like you.
I mean,
Do you want to hang out?
I understand that side too, because it's like that's the only place you're seeing the person.
Hey, maybe that's why he left the note.
But
Because he didn't want to make a scene.
I don't know, the way he said it, it was just like kind of creepy. He'd seen her around, thought she was cute. Just means like kind of that he was just staring at her, but never said anything beforehand. I guess I would be more inclined to
Tell me you've
like,
ever seen a girl and you're just like, I ain't talking to her. But like, you could also like see a relationship in your head. You're like, I could be with her. We could be doing this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every guy can see a relationship in their head.
Right.
The problem comes with like, we are guys. We're not seen as like saviors or heroic people. We're seen as creeps because of the guys who have bad reps. So we, as good men, have to do everything we can to try and not seem as a creep. And it's very hard to not be seen as a creep by a girl, because they think a lot of stuff is creepy. Like, I know for a fact if my wife read that he'd seen me around, thought I was cute, she'd be creeped out by that, because then she would be thinking, oh, well, this dude's just been watching me.
Well, if they're in a small town.
That's a little more explainable. There's certain things that have to be met for it to really be determined. So I'm not going to delve too much into it. We're just going to keep going.
Okay.
Had his number at the bottom of the page. Thought it was dorky but kind of sweet, so I called him. You never know until you try, right? And she was obviously okay with it. Like, I'm just saying, it's not every woman.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just never know.
wonder if this was a Hooters.
That'd be funny.
I really like your personality, and I like the way you brought out those mozzarella sticks with the ranch. That was awesome.
Dude just frequents to Hooters.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried the food, so I guess I don't really have room to talk for it. I want to try that food.
I think I've
But
ate
our
there
Hooters burned down
twice.
so long ago.
It burnt down.
Yeah, they
Damn,
burned down
bro.
and they just never rebuilt it.
There
I'm
was
pretty
some-
sure it was an insurance scam.
There were some ugly chicks that were mad at that place, bro.
Oh my god, we have a club here. It is a titty bar. And sometimes on the sign they'll put it up. Actually, I can't say it because it'll actually give away my town. Because we're the only ones that have done it. Never mind. I'll have to tell you it later.
Okay.
Anyway, moving forward.
Oh, Titan wants
You
to know
never
how
know
you met
until
your
you
wife.
try.
We can talk about
How I
after
met
this.
my wife? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the good story after this. The
Yeah,
first
it'd be
date
nice
story.
to have one nice story out of this sea of shit.
Yeah, for real. So you never know until you try, right? We went out for coffee and discovered that we had a lot in common. This would have been great, but I wasn't physically attracted to him at all.
Right. Been there. I've had that happen to me a great deal.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you're not physically attracted to the dude, I understand giving him a chance, but like, there's really no point in wasting your time with it. Like, if you know it's not gonna work out, you're not gonna be physically attracted to him because physical attractiveness is a huge thing in a relationship. If you're not gonna be physically attracted to someone and like, there's no changing it, no matter how nice they are or how good they seem, there's no point in wasting each other's time. There's no point in it.
You're not wrong.
So anyway, I wasn't physically attracted to him at all. When he walked me home, I kept thinking, please don't try to kiss me. I really don't want to kiss you. Bro, if you weren't physically attracted to him to begin with, why would that change after you went out on a date? Why I understand
Well-
not trying to be mean, but you don't have to go out on a date with him.
Well, you know, kind of
Yes,
like how you see a person in passing and you're like, holy crap, this person's fucking awesome. Or when you meet someone and they're like really fun to talk to, and then like you start talking to them and you're like, holy fuck, this person's actually like annoying as hell.
That was my ex-girlfriend. Anyway, but it is all personal preference. Like, don't take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not gonna put it in a nice way, and I'm not gonna lie about what my thoughts are on it. So, when he walked me home, I kept thinking, please don't try to kiss me. I really don't want to kiss you. Thankfully, he didn't. He wanted to go on a second date, but I declined. I felt terrible about it. I really wanted to be attracted to him because he would have been a great boyfriend, but the spark just wasn't there. And that's okay. Like, I mean, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Now he's thinking he did something wrong on the date, even though he tried to do his best. So that's just going to sit with him forever. Don't agree with that.
Right.
I really do hope that you told him that, like, the truth instead of just saying that you didn't want to go on a second date with him. I really do
Oh,
hope you told
dude.
him that because that man needs closure, especially if it's as nice as you're saying.
So
But
this
that's
just-
okay.
this just unlocked another vault memory here. There was this chick that I thought she was smoking, bro. She was badass, and she made it seem like she liked me, and then out of nowhere she just stopped talking to me. And if she would have said initially, like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop talking to you because my ex-boyfriend hit me back up, and we used to have a house together." I don't know if that's true. I say that part to make myself feel better. we used to have a house together, and he's living with me, and he's gonna move back in, and that's it. I would have been like, "Oh shit, you're right. You know, I can't really get in the way of that. That's some actual shit." But instead, she left, never gave me a reason, and for months I'm like, "Bro, what did I do?" Like, we went on a date. The date was awesome. Like, I thought it was awesome in my head. The rerun was awesome. And then it
See,
just
that's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like, it leaves a scar that has no explanation.
I should have been told, "Hey." But instead I gotta, thank ponder. It messes with you.
People deserve closure unless they fuck you over.
I feel that.
I really wanted to be attracted to him because he would have been a great boyfriend, but the spark just wasn't there. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think you're the asshole, in my opinion, just because you didn't give him, or we don't know if you gave him closure. You didn't follow up with that.
Right.
So I'm just gonna assume the worst, that you didn't give him closure.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you knew you weren't physically attracted to him, and you still went on a date with him, which is causing this turmoil. Um, I don't think he did anything wrong. Like he said, he would have been a great boyfriend. But if you haven't given him closure, I think you're the asshole.
Yeah, and I also think that they also think that they're the asshole because they deleted their account.
That's probably true, yeah. All right, next one.
Would you like to share your story?
Oh shit, yeah, my story. So,
Is this
I was
special
just
moment?
chilling there, right? I was just chilling there at a party, right? Just, leaning against the wall, right at the 90-degree angle corner,
Wearing a leather
party hat in
jacket.
my head. No leather jacket, that's weird.
Okay.
But party hat in my head, and I was sitting there holding a cup thinking, they don't know how brave I'm being. No, but we were at a party, right? And I had seen the woman who was gonna become my wife.
And it was
Sorry, I just got an email from work. One of the most annoying things ever. Anyway, and I had seen the girl that was gonna become my wife. So I looked at her until she noticeably looked at me. I knew I was looking at her. And then I walked out of the house.
okay.
She followed. She followed me.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then we got to talking out there. And we decided have a lot of common. We really like each other. We're really vibing with each other. She found me really attractive. I was like, I really love your hair. And then she was like, I think you're just gorgeous. And got all fucking flustered because she never says that. She's a shy person. So we agreed to go out on a date. And we went to this Irish pub because she's an Irish woman. And we went to this Irish pub here in town. And we were both so nervous that we didn't really eat much. And after that, we had gone to our town's botanical gardens and kind of just walked around, just talking about life there. And we were holding hands and stuff. And when I walked her back to her car at the parking garage, it took us like 2 hours to find the parking garage because there's so many parking garages in our town. It was horrible. I hated it. So we were driving back and forth looking for the parking garage that she parked her car in. Finally found it. Parked next to her car so I could drop her off. And I get out to say goodbye to her and I open the door for her. And before she sits down, I go, "No, I didn't burp. I'm so sorry. That came out." What a fucking mood killer right there, huh? Fucking buzzkill. Anyway, and I'm sitting there before she sits down. I talk to her and I'm like, "Can I steal a kiss?" And she was like, "I'd be disappointed if you didn't." I know, fucking cringe. So I kissed her, and after that, the rest is history. And now she's my wife.
My man.
Hell yeah.
What do you think, Titan? That's a beautiful story. That's an authentic, normal. That's out of everything that we just read on Reddit. That was the most normal story. No blind dates, no dating websites, no last call at the bar. Just two people meeting and falling in love. It's a beautiful thing. I hope it can happen more. People, be honest and open with what you want. Life is very short, and you never know what the other people are going to think and reciprocate back to what you're saying. So just say it, live your truth, have a happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
This is Rock Talk, episode 3. It might get posted tomorrow over on Dranger's channel. It might get posted on mine. If not, it's going on Saturday for mine. Keeping up with the schedule. But I appreciate it. Is there anything else that, like, you would want to talk about, Dranger? Because it is 2 hours. If you want to keep going, we can keep going. But it is at 2 hours. I didn't want to push you.
No, I think we're good, brother. I think we save more stories for the next episode.
I mean, ending off on a beautiful story is great. Like, that's awesome. I don't even know. All these stories we've heard today. Valentine's Day is one of those you gotta pick your Valentine's Day. Don't let these corporations choose when you treat your significant other right. You just do it because you want to do it. At any point. Don't let these people tell you when to do it so they can hike up prices on candy and gift cards and flowers. This is Rock Talk, bitch.
I'm
We're
going
rocks.
back to sleep. I'll see you guys next week if I'm awake.
Hibernation.
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week for Rock Talk.
Play that kick-ass outro music.
Guys, what are you talking about?
I keep saying that it's only for a season. The weather keeps changing and it still feels like it's freezing now.